Yeah, I was reading You and the Law, and it says taxes on your estate. In 1976, Congress passed the Tax Reform Act, the TRA, which differs drastically from the previous tax law in several areas. In this chapter, we are concerned with estate and gift taxes, capital gains taxes, paid when legatees sell inherited assets. For estate tax purposes, TRA, which went into effect on January 1st of 1977, combines former exemptions on certain lifetime gifts made by the descendant and personal exemptions subtracted before this taxable estate was computed. Now, this happened in 1976. They passed a law called the Tax Reform Act. And as I understand it, the Constitution, was it 1776? There was a Declaration of Independence that took place. Approximately 200 years after legally establishing the United States. In 1976, they passed a law. That would be 200 years. Now, as I understand the laws of the United States, yes. I think it's July 4th of 1776. A unanimous declaration of the 13 states of the United States. Yes. Now, it seems like that's July 4th. It's Independence Day, 4th of July. When they decided, well, they're going to have a country. They were going to make a nation. And it took them quite a while to get this Constitution of the United States. It was it must have been 11 years after declaring their independence from England. They had a Constitution. Now, it took them a while. Okay. But it seemed like every law of the United States of America has to actually hang on, it's in here someplace. Just a minute here. Oh, it's Article number 6, the legal status of the Constitution. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this as under the Confederation. So they had a Confederation from 1776 to 1787. And then clause 2, this Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution of or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. And then the senators represented before mentioned, and the members of several state legislatures, all executives and judicial officers of both the United States and several states shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. But no religious test shall ever be required for qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. And then it says here, Article number 7, the signatures. The ratification of the Convention of the United States shall be sufficient for the establishment of this Constitution between the states, so ratifying the same. Yes. Done in convention by the unanimous consent of the states present on the 17th day of September in the year of our Lord 1787, and of the independence of the United States of America in the 12th, in witness whereof we have hereunto subscribed our names. So there was, or there is, a legally established nation called the United States of America. And then they ratified this, and then they said the constitutional law which shall be made persuasive, and all treaties made shall be made under the authority of the United States. But section number 4 says the United States shall guarantee to every state in this Union of Republican form of government against domestic violence. Now, as I would look at Article number 7, the law that was passed in 1976 that dealt with estate taxes, yes, it actually has its authority because the signatures that ratify the convention that made the United States an actual nation, yes, is enforceable because of Article number 7, the signatures of those that signed it in 1787. You violated Article number 7. Now, to not enforce the 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights, to not enforce amendments 11, 12, and 14, yeah, to not enforce Article number 3, Article number 4, and Article number 6, being bound to the laws of the Constitution, you have actually violated the ratification of the Convention of the 9 States. Now, I know I mentioned in a video last night about impeaching every Supreme Court justice in every state of the United States that is bound because of their oath or affirmation to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. But when I have been reading the response of the state of Washington, you not only violated the ratification of every constitution in every state of the United States, you violated the ratification of the Constitution of the United States of America because you committed the crime of domestic violence against the authority of the United States. Now, I know it seems difficult to believe that I would sue every Supreme Court justice in every state of the United States and the United States Supreme Court, every justice that is on that Supreme Court, but I would sue them all for not enforcing the ratification of the Constitution of the United States that was signed in 1787.